Hello. Today we're going to be talking about what you can expect in our upcoming release of Clover 4.0. There are a whole bunch of new features and functionalities, so today we'll be covering some of the major changes to look forward to. Perhaps the biggest addition in the newest Clover are subgraphs. Here in the screen, we have what appears to be a simple graph. However, on closer inspection, it's a graph that contains a subgraph here. With the new subgraphs feature, we've given you the power to basically create your own component, which contains its own graph. So if I go into this and click Open Subgraph, I'll see the graph that it contains. So in this transformation, we've made a complicated transformation much simpler by building it with a nested subgraph. Without the subgraph, this is what the graph would look like. There's a lot more components, a lot more going on, and it's much more complicated to deal with and to discuss. As I said before, subgraphs simplify larger, bulky data processes into simpler, much more manageable pieces. And they also create reusable pieces that you can use whenever you want, wherever you want, or share them with your team. That also means that you can bring a subgraph into any other project or to a team member with your metadata already embedded within it, which can make your life a lot easier. Plus, in 4.0, we are introducing another all-new feature, Metadata Propagation. Previously, it was a pain to manually select and move your metadata from edge to edge. Now, when you add metadata to an edge, it'll automatically move it to the right with all components that fit the criteria to have that metadata. Along with all of this, we've also created a new visual debugging tool, the execution panel, where you can see how data is flowing through each part of your graphs and your subgraphs. So when I run a graph like so, I can see how the data is flowing through my graphs. Plus, it makes it much more easy to pinpoint an error in your graphs and subgraphs, especially if you have multiple subgraphs nested within one another. This is just scratching the surface of the highlights of Clover 4.0. If you're interested in more information, follow our blog online, or watch for more news on Twitter and LinkedIn. If you'd like to try out the new features now for yourself, before the official launch, you can download our milestone release on our website.